we know, these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
Now, here's Lillard. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Lillard left side. And here's McCollum for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Rubio. Sinks the three-pointer.
I'd say the jumper might not be the prettiest of pictures, but the offensive spacing improves dramatically when Rubio hits it.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Stolen by McCollum. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
What's up, people? Phoenix versus Portland. Let's get it. Y'all know I'm your boy D-Book. Pick and roll time. Ooh, let's get it.
Booker with no one around.
Oh, that's lucky.
And it's right side with the rebound.
Oh, that's a steal.
He was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
To the paint. Good ball movement here by the Suns. That one goes. Counted.
Even though I was supposed to be the first pass, I appreciate him for cutting them off.
Lillard outside. So first quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Whiteside. Here's McCollum.
Oh no! Why would you jump, Ayton? That's stupid.
That one had the right spin on it.
Nigga jumps from inside the paint.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Been talked about for some time. Last summer, the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance.
Yeah, because he tried
to have a fresh start.
Phoenix with the ball.
He's not even playing.
Is hitting the bucket. And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Here's Lillard. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Booker. Good D by McCollum.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
From 17 feet out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here is Carter. Fires from 18. Here's Baines. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Good on both. talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris, the Australian, Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Yeah, he is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is a great defender. You get blindsided by one of his picks, you are going to feel it the next day.
Yeah, that's my fault. I reacted late.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on
I
Aaron
didn't see that
Baines.
fast ever.
That's his first foul. Portland trails by 4. Pass to Azania.
I'm gonna start chasing.
Here's Simons. No good on the 3. Now, here's Collins. Here's Simons. Covered by Sharich. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 5.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down openers like that.
Well, at 6'6", let's remember, Devin Booker has enough size to feel confident on the interior.
The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Boom, boom, shake, shake, drop.
First one falls for. So 1 for 2 that time with the strike. Scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Well, he can do this now. Booker is not just a spot-up shooter. Very good with the ball in his hands.
There's Azania. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up. Portland, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's Booker. He's got 7. Out to Sharich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Dario Saric has a busier schedule than most NBA players because almost every offseason, guys, he spends his whole summer as one of the key players on the Croatian national team. He's a player who basically plays year-round.
Offensive rebound. Nurkic off on the layup.
And already they've taken out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Booker looking around. In the corner, it's Bridges. Sinks the triple. Bridges got his second basket of the night.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
And Greg.
And so it's Phoenix bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing and not doing?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Here's Here's Payne. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. In the season doors, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
So fun for us as fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams, what these individual players could be. Here's Baines. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Phoenix calls timeout. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic at 4 points, the 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Lillard. Cans the 12-footer.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Defense, Phoenix. It's a 5-point game.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it. Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Back to McCollum. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Anthony on the wing. 3-pointer, Lillard. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got... points in the quarter.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Pass to Bridges. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Portland trails by 7. A 3 from McCollum. And it's Ayton with the rebound. To the inside. Kicks it out to Rubio. 2 points. That one goes. Rubio's got 5.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Here's Lillard. That shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. We can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. The matchup against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Rubio. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Missed it, even after all those chances. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And here we go. Come getting to the heat. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, give Saric a lot of credit. He attracted the defender's attention because he looked determined to score it.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 10. Pass to Whiteside. That fall. High speed that time from McCollum.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things, I think, Greg. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness is to push him off of his comfort zone.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Trent. Pass to Azania. From deep three-point range. The offensive rebound. And the three ball is good. Azania's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Rubio misses.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only one triple for him tonight.
Yeah, easy call.
Portland's shooting their 5th and 6th free throws in the game. He misses the free throw.
What the fuck was that?
And the second free throw, good. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Booker in the corner. Saric outside. Deep. The long distance three is good. Saric has got 9.
Oh, God, I know what he was at.
This is what we call a legitimate stretch score. Saric showing off his range.
And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jackson's got the ball. And Ayton throws it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
2 fouls already on him. That was not the way to get your minutes per game up.
12 seconds left here in the second. And here's Booker. A 3 ball. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And so we wrap up the first half. Suns lead by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
Here's Anthony. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Over to the wing. To shoot. Here's Whiteside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. Phoenix leading by 11. Back to Payne. The 3. They get the rebound. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Bridges with the steal. Booker with it. He's picked up by Little. It's deflected.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 9.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Phoenix calls timeout. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Suns lead by 11. Rubio outside. Jacks up a three. A three-pointer is right on target. 8 points for him.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Back to Anthony. And Portland with another turnover here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Rubio looking it over. Pass to Baines. Over Whiteside. And it's Baines missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
It's Anthony with the drive. Second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Portland, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. Of course, the game is shifting towards skill and finesse, but there are those players who thrive in this league who are like bulldozers and force the issue inside.
Well, a guy like Blake Griffin, who is such a physically gifted basketball player, enters the league as one of the great dunkers, but has now added a three-point shot, still can play bully ball. But for me, the most ferocious at-the-rim scorer, and the guy who's probably the most underrated aspect of his strength, is the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the rim. Good luck and good night.
I don't know how you do it, right? I mean, how do you defend it?
Impossible.
Indeed. And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Portland trails by 11. Here's Little. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
You know, they've worked the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
George has the open look. Phoenix, no good that time either. Inside. And it's Little finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The shot by George, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And now we've got the intentional foul. .149 left to play here in the third. Pass to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simon. George grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 7. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Suns gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Both shots good from the stripe. Second half here, we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Down low. Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on George.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
Olivia Collins protects the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
On the wing, Booker over Trent. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Anthony. Shoots over Bridges. Misses off the left eye. Tigers from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. the shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
That free throw good from Anthony.
Yeah, that's an interesting point about Carmelo. One of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Led by as many as 14 points. Carter left side. And so it's Phoenix in control with it. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Now Rubio to the middle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Pass to Nurkic. Outside Anthony. From outside the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And there aren't many players more reliable from 3-point range than he is, especially when he's playing off him like that.
And they pick up 2. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And the first one drops. The Trailblazers making a switch here. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his roots. Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Portland trails by 7. Shoots it up. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Rubio with a wide open look. That one, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And that's an intentional foul. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Lillard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
In the 4-year, $96 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames. The money well spent by the Blazers.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language. I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Oh, Ayton in position. Excellent D there from Anthony. Portland trails by 3. Here's Lillard. Bridges with the board.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Ayton wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here are the Trailblazers now. Lillard from outside. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Ayton throws it down.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Booker outside. Stolen by McCollum. Nice break here from the Trailblazers. Continue with the chain.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot. They absolutely had to.
They took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish. To know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
Anthony's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He's off on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And it's Lillard missing. Suns lead by 3. Booker with it. Monte with the 3. Again, the miss by Booker.
Damn, boy.
They trail it by 3. 50 seconds left in the fourth.
Oh, man, boy. No, there's no sense. We got plenty of time.
Here's Portland. It's a 3-point game. That's a 2 from Lillard. Portland no good that time either. And it's the Suns with the ball. Ball's not loose. Here's McCollum. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'd say it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
7-second difference, shot being blocked. The drive by Booker. Here's Ayton. Lost to Payne. So they foul intentionally.
Booker is cold as ice. Oh my God.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
It took forever for them to commit that. They didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Well, those were central three-points to make it. It's going to take something long range now to tie this game.
And so it's Phoenix who scored by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. And it's Phoenix just going to continue to win out.
Good God, Devin Booker, man. Oh, man. Yo, what? Who 1 for 5? Trash. Dawg, what? Nigga was 2 for 9 in the second half.